Hello again. An awful lot of weather going on this week across the UK. The main cause for concern are the rainfall amounts expected across parts of England and Wales in particular between Monday and Thursday. There'll be some wintry weather around as well. It's going to stay cold across much of Scotland and then later across parts of Northern Ireland and Northern England with some snow. But really, it's turning milder now across much of England and Wales, especially with rain-bearing weather fronts moving in during the rest of Monday, bringing an increasingly wet picture, especially over Western Hills. So it's turning cloudy and damp across Wales and southwest England during Monday afternoon. In most places at this stage, the rain mainly light, but there will be some heavier bursts. And the rain not quite reaching eastern England, although the cloud ahead of it will. For much of northern England, Scotland and Northern Ireland, there will be some showers around, but it's largely bright here, the best of the sunshine in the far north of Scotland, although it will be cold here with a strong wind blowing in some sleet and hail showers at lower levels, snow over the hills, much milder further south. But of course here we've got the cloud and the increasingly heavy rainfall moving through. First burst of particularly heavy rain moving in during Monday evening, affecting southwest England, Wales and then northern England. But here it stalls, and it's across North Wales and northern England especially, and particularly over the hills where that rainfall will really mount up during Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Brighter skies as we start things for Scotland. Colder here with a frost in places and further wintry showers, although these are easing. The rain band, meanwhile, increasingly affecting Northern Ireland and southern Scotland. A wet picture here during Tuesday, and for western parts of England as well as Wales, while the rain continues to mount up, especially over the higher ground, but there will be some outbreaks of rain further east as well. 11 degrees in the south, although not feeling very pleasant where we've got the outbreaks of rain and the wind. Further north, much brighter, but colder for Scotland. And that cold air sinks southwards and, well, it clashes with the rain band across Northern Ireland and southern Scotland during Tuesday evening to bring some snow over the hills here, above 200 metres or so, and some settling snow, 2 to 5 centimetres for the likes of the hills of the southern uplands. Further south, it's rain that is the main cause for concern. And of course, add into that the snow melt for the Pennines and North Wales, and you're starting to see a serious risk of flooding during the next few days. A little change on Wednesday as we start things off, more wet weather to come for northern England, much of Wales, and outbreaks of rain affecting much of the rest of England as well. Scotland and Northern Ireland, brighter skies here, a few wintry showers into northern coasts, but also some sunny spells. Increasingly, there will be some snow coming into northeast Scotland, and that's cause for concern later Wednesday and into Thursday. But for the next few days, it's a wet picture across much of England and Wales, and over the higher ground of the west in particular. Now let's break down these weather warnings, because we're expecting across Northern Ireland and southern Scotland 30 mils widely and perhaps a bit more over the higher ground between Monday and Thursday. In the same period, across much of England and Wales, 30 to 50 millimetres widely. Some very heavy rain along the south coast, but also it's the higher ground of southwest England, Wales and northern England that will be most affected by those outbreaks of rain, and of course in places snow melt. 100 to 150 millimetres over the peaks of Snowdonia, the Pennines as well, Lancashire, western parts of North Yorkshire affected, and in some places, some of the more exposed hills, even more than that. So Monday to Thursday, rain, a key concern for parts of England and Wales, or much of England and Wales I should say, particularly western hills. And then it turns colder later this week, and I'll have more on that in the week ahead forecast, which will be going on various Met Office channels later on. But until then, stay up to date with all the latest weather warnings. You can find those on the website and the app. And that's all for now.